Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359, welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Last time, all of our clockwork parts were raided and sold off to Arpeggio. And in this episode, it's about time we begin the final chapter of Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Episode 8, Anatomy for Disaster. So, without further ado, let's start.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Sly Cooper and the gang in Anatomy for Disaster. All right, so here we are. So first things first, let us check ThiefNet, and we have 3 final moves. The temporal lock, freeze time around the guards, temporarily at least. The Diablo Fire Slam, used while carrying an enemy to create a deadly firestorm. And the Feral Pounce, jump over vast distances. We don't have enough coins to buy these just yet, which is why I ended up coming into the chapter right now. What we're gonna do is we're going to do something a little bit different than how I normally do it. See, you might have noticed that there was some time already for here. That was because I ended up coming in here realizing that I needed the coins to buy these things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a mission for Sly first. Then what we're going to do is instead of going for the bottles, I'm going to go back to all the areas that I missed fine art in. And we're going to be grabbing fine art to build up enough money to get ourselves, you know, enough to buy all the remaining items. Oh, I got hit. So first things first, we're going to do Sly's mission, but there's a lot of things here. Dang it, I keep on getting seen. We have to watch out for all of Arpeggio's men because they have quite a... Oh, dang it. They have quite a bit of foresight, that's for certain, and they can see pretty far on Arpeggio's ship. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to steal some nuggets from these guys. Now, Arpeggio's guards, I think, are the hardest ones to deal with because their lights seem to be a lot more, how should I say, focused on us. Alright, so let's head on over to a mission for Sly. It should be over this way. Yep, over this way. And then we're gonna exit the menu, go and get ourselves some fine art. And we've got quite a bit of fine art for us to get. So we're gonna be doing quite a bit this episode. And then next episode will be when we go for the remaining bottles that are left in the game. So another medium nugget. You know, theoretically, I could just farm up money from the guys on Arpeggio's ship. But I still need to get the fine art at some point, so let's do this mission.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find him.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build a plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
You know, you're pretty calm for the fact that your mortal enemy is close to being revived. Like, he's very calm about this. I know I wouldn't be if my mortal enemy, if I had a mortal enemy, was close to being revived and, you know, nothing was really going to stop them. So, let us climb up here, break this, and head on in so we can take some photos.
I had no idea they could reassemble clockwork so fast!
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwork's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
All right, so let us take pictures of these spinners.
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the clockwork parts together.
All right, Clockwork himself and these eggs. So I wonder what these eggs are for. And looks like these guards have something on them that maybe I could get. Uh-oh. So why don't we pickpocket these guards, see what I can get. Okay, I can't get anything from them, I guess. But we still need to take a picture of Clockwork. How can I get to Clockwork's head without being seen? Looks like I can ride up right here. This is kind of weird, going on Clockwork without him, you know, threatening to kill me. This feels kind of weird. Alright. Looks like Arpeggio's inside there, and Neela? What's she doing here? Well, for right now, we'll do what we need to do. Clockwork.
Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
And we need some mech eggs. Uh-oh. Whew! That was close. Now, where would a mech egg be? Looks like it's over this way. Alright, so let's go on Clockwork's tail feathers. Not close enough. Am I close enough now? Just barely out of reach.
I'm sensing radioactivity activity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio.
It is. It's Arpeggio and, for some odd reason, Neela. So, we're gonna have to make our way back over there. And up we go.
Neela? Neela's here too! I can't believe it! She must have been working with Arpeggio all along!
Must have been. Now for Arpeggio.
There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems. I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwork, and it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwork from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwork apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
All right. So now we know why the guards had their pockets glowing. Because we need to get keys from them. So first things first, let's grab this speed control key. Two speed control keys. Three speed control keys. One left. Slowly sneak. And 4 control keys.
Now get to the speed control station to slow down those spinning inducers.
All right, let's slow this thing down, shall we?
Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
All right. So now we just gotta wait for them to come to us. Okay, that's one. That's 2. Now we need to wait for these 2, and then Clockwork should be torn apart, which will end the menace for good, and they won't know what hit them. For all they know, it could have been just a mechanical failure. These things are giving off the same shockwaves that stupid beetle I kept failing that one mission 4 did. Oh, I'm not gonna make this one. 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 Not even gonna try it. So we'll wait for another rotation, because I screwed that up. All right. Come on. Hurry up. I don't like being this close to my mortal enemy. Come on. Come on. There we go. And done. This'll take care of Clockwork. Or not?
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But by Jove, it seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place. Excellent!
Sly Cooper! Of course this would be your doing.
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew!
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality! Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No. I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members. All the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwork alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
Splendid! That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwork his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Uh-oh.
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
This is preposterous! You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwork frame or...
Oh! He's dead.
Behold, Clockla is born!
Clockla? I'm sorry, that name's stupid. I like Clockwork better. This isn't good at all.
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwork Frame, and the Union has produced Clockla. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight.
That's also not mentioning the fact Clockla will be patrolling the entire area now, and if she sees any of the gang, she will attack. So Clockla means business. And again, let me reiterate, Clockla is a stupid name. I was kind of hoping Clockwork would come back. Now, the whole reason why I think Clockwork hasn't come back is two theories that go around. One is that Arpeggio never put in Clockwork's brain into the frame of Clockwork. The other is that he did put it in the frame, and as we're going to see later, Clockwork is still inanimate. But we'll see why more, and I'll explain more of that later. But anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be doing some side stuff before we go to tackle Clockla's missions. And as you can see, there she is in the background. So, see you guys next time.